This podcast features first-hand accounts directly from the storytellers themselves. I, Mila, will be your guide, faithfully sharing their authentic narratives with you. In every essence of his being, he remains a cherished memory in my life, resting in peace. A remarkably kind husband, he was the cornerstone of my world, and those 4 years we shared were truly beautiful.
A new voice and a new story. It is the 3rd episode of the podcast, They Were Here, with Abdul Hadi, who will tell us how they arrested her husband.
I was there when he was arrested. My husband was injured, and some individuals took him to receive the necessary medical care. During that time, phone inspections were widespread, and when they searched his phone, they found items related to the revolution, leading to his arrest. I entered a state of shock and terror, realizing that my husband had been arrested by the security forces. I felt an overwhelming fear for him and myself, especially knowing that my brother was a defected officer. I could not make a move, and even when my mother-in-law attempted to save him, arguing that the phone did not belong to him, her pleas fell on deaf ears. I had arrived home before her, so when she came in, I inquired about what transpired. She simply uttered, "He's gone." It hit me like a ton of bricks, the most significant shock of my life. At that very moment, I said, "My life has been shattered." I could not contain my scream, anxiety surged, and tears burst forth while I witnessed them taking my husband away. My entire world crumbled. It was an overwhelming shock, a painful experience that I would not wish upon anyone. I watched, helpless, as they took my husband away, forever altering the course of my life.
Have you been able to adapt to the loss after these years? What is the most challenging aspect you are dealing with now?
No, by God, I could not adapt. It has been incredibly challenging. Losing my husband had a profound impact on my children and my entire existence. After his loss, I underwent significant mental anguish. I left my home, seeking refuge with my family, and the struggle was intense. The freedom I once enjoyed vanished when my husband was no longer by my side. Housing became a constant challenge, compounded by the fact that my children were still young, making it exceptionally tough. As time passed, the children matured, and they began to comprehend. Each day, as I raised my children, the memory of my husband lingered because I have sons, and I yearned for their father's presence to guide them. A father plays a crucial, strong, and authoritative role in child rearing. I miss him in every facet of my life. He was the pillar of our household. When they arrested him, the first words I uttered were, "My life has been shattered." Initially, I felt like I crumbled. However, gradually, I started pulling myself together. My advice to every woman facing a similar situation is to stand strong, strive to be a constant role model for her children, overcome the overwhelming sense of absence, and navigate through life for the sake of the children. The pivotal realization is that, at a certain point, I assumed the roles of both a mother and a father. It is not an option for me to be weak and defeated in this situation, because I am what remains for my children.
Describe a memory that lingers in your mind, one that has a haunting presence.
Since I left my home and moved in with my family after my husband's martyrdom, life became an immense challenge. My children were still young, and tears became a constant companion, flowing before bedtime and throughout the day. Despite my sorrow, my children would often say, "Mom, please stop crying." That was a turning point for me. I realized that I needed to summon inner strength. I could not afford to let my children witness my tears, especially now that I had become both their mother and father. Every action of mine directly influenced them as their sole remaining parent. Recognizing their vulnerability, I understood that being weak would impact them profoundly. Therefore, I resolved to fortify myself and stood firm, providing my children with the strength, patience, and unwavering truth they needed.
What message or advice would you offer to a woman experiencing loss?
My constant advice is for her to embody strength, because collapsing yields no results. I always emphasize that a mother must stand strong in front of her children, as they are her responsibility. Today, serving as both a mother and a father, I must be a resilient leader because life goes on. Demonstrating strength in their presence is crucial, as they represent my future. When a woman faces the loss of her husband, brother, or anyone dear, she must fight for them, meaning she should not forget and should strive on their behalf. In reality, I was very attached to my husband. The first thing I say is, I miss you a lot, and I'm continuing my life for our children, but your absence tires me, and how I wish you were near me now, helping me. The burden is heavy on me alone. Our children have grown up now, and I feel that your presence close to them is necessary. I have not forgotten you, and I will not forget you. I'm still trying for you, demanding your rights.
We just heard They Were Here with Abdul Hadi, a story of enduring resilience, and we want to express our gratitude to the Caesar Families Association for their dedication in assisting the families of missing individuals to uncover the truth and honor the memory of the martyrs.